I'm going to be showing you some Valentine's ideas. I've got a few. This one is, I'll maybe actually wait till we have some people online here. Hi there. I'm just looking for my scissors. I know I had my scissors here somewhere. And I'm going to need them for my project. I don't know if they fell on the floor or what happened to them. Oh, here they are. I found them. Good job I did. Hi there. So we've got, yay, Florence. You must live on YouTube. So happy to see you here. I have got a box, a bag, and I'm really excited to open it because it's just some white yarn. It's nothing exceptional. But I started a project. I don't know if I need to get my camera a little bit closer. Anyway. I started this project, and it uses really white yarn and this hot pink yarn, and this is going to be some flared leg warmers, okay? And it's got some nice 2 double crochet clusters in there. And I'm wondering if I can twist this around. I don't know if I can. Well, maybe that's better. I wonder if I can move this. Yeah, I can. Oh, that's wonders never cease, so that's much better. Okay, so yeah, so I made this flared leg warmer. This is my prototype, and I wrote up the pattern as I was making it, made adjustments. Hi there. You do live on YouTube, okay? Oh no. Well, actually, a lot of people are calling it Galentine's Day, so that you can share it with your friends, your girlfriends, or Palentines. Just share it with a pal. Just because loads and loads of people don't have Valentines. I don't have a Valentine, so there you go. So anyway, I've been making this, and you can see that my white is kind of getting a bit low, and I want to make another one of these. Plus, I'm working on, I ordered some white. Here, I can cut this. I ordered some white while I'm here because I knew that they would deliver it like the same day because I'm on the mainland. I'm not on the, I'm not on my island. And yay, it's pure white, just the same. So I just ordered some Red Hearts Super Saver, which I think this is what this is, and it's the same white. So now I can make as many Valentine's projects as I want to, okay? And so that's got that out of the way. And I want to share some of my ideas here. So this is a tea cozy. And it's like, I made it originally for Christmas, but a lot of the Christmas stuff you can use for Valentine's Day. I didn't bring a tea cozy in here with me, but that's where the handle goes, and this is where the spout goes. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. And it's got this really pretty little flower topper thing that you can make. These are just doing lots of chains and then joining back into the circle at the beginning. So yeah, this is my Merry and Bright tea cozy. It's a free pattern on my blog. So the thing about my blog, if you want to find anything on my blog, you go to carawaycrochet.com. And then there's a little search bar on the right-hand side, and just type into there if you want a tea cozy, if you want a mug cozy, if you want a mug rug, if you want bralettes. Just type the name, or a scarf, or a skinny scarf. Type it into the search, and then all of those patterns that are relevant to that will show up on, and you can pick one on the side. Because on my homepage, there's only enough room for a few patterns, and I have loads of patterns on there, and you'll never find them if you're scrolling. So yeah, that's a tea cozy. And then the other thing that I think would be cute for Valentine's is this mug rug. And this is my moss stitch mug rug. I actually do have a tutorial for this on my YouTube channel. So it's my moss stitch mug rug, and it's quite pretty, and it's great for putting your cups on. So that's another quick little gift you can make for a friend. And then I had I've got a couple of different French press cozies, and I made this one last year and I never finished it. You can see I haven't sewn on the buttons. So this goes along around your French press cozy or your cafetiere or whatever you want to call it. And I just made one with hearts on for Valentine's, and then you put a button on the top and a button at the bottom, and the handle just peeks through here. So this keeps your coffee nice and warm in your French press cozy. So I have to find some buttons. I'm going to be going to the shops later, so maybe I can find some buttons. And then while I was on the ferry coming over, because I'm dog sitting, you can see I haven't even woven in the ends. I actually worked on one of my mug cozies. And this one needs a button and goes it goes in between where the handle is on your mug. I can show you. I brought a mug to actually show you here. So it wraps around your mug, and then it goes through your handle to button onto a button on the other side here. So these are all works in progress, right? So that's how this mug cozy works. And I like to put a heart on there. And I do actually have a tutorial on how to make this mug cozy here on my YouTube channel too, and how to make the heart. Thanks, Florence. Oh, and Manju's back. Nice to see you. And then the other thing that I like to make for Valentine's Day is this mason jar cozy. And mason jars are so cool because you can use them for beverages, hot and cold, or you can use them to keep your crochet hooks in or your pencils. This goes over top of a glass mason jar, okay? So I just brought it over with me from the island because I wanted to make a heart. So what I'm going to be doing today on the live is working on some Valentine projects, okay? Now, I am going to share with you the exciting news is that I have finished making the pockets for my hooded pocket shawl tutorial. So there's one. And there's the other one. So I now have the hood is finished. The two pockets are finished. And the body of the pocket shawl are finished. And so I'm going to work on my Valentine's projects today. I'm going to give myself a break. And then tomorrow I am going to do the tutorial showing how to sew it all together. This yarn here I ordered off of Amazon because I was going to be away from home and I needed to have it delivered to my friend's house here where I'm dog sitting. And so I ordered it from Amazon, and it's Red Heart Roll With It Melange. That's the color Theater. And I just ordered 3 cakes because I knew that would be enough. And I'm on my 3rd cake now to make that hooded pocket shawl, which you see me sharing in all of my short videos and everything like that. So yeah, I was pretty happy. I filmed it. All the instructions are in there because this section has some back loop only double crochet rows, some regular double crochet rows, a row of granny stripe stitch, and then I think it's 3 rows of front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post double crochet, back post double crochet for the top of the pockets. So they look really kind of textured and very beautiful. So that's tomorrow. I did get sidetracked. I was going to go live a bit earlier today, but I got sidetracked because I was trying to, back in the early days when I recorded everything left-handed, I used to write text over top of it if I made a mistake. And in my heart video that I made left-handed, how to make these little hearts, they're the cutest little hearts, right? I put text on because I made a mistake and I said, oops, you need to chain 3 before you start. And what I do with all of my videos, this was before I knew I could flip them and make them into right-handed videos, which are way more in demand than left-handed videos. So then when I flip them, of course, to make them right-handed, all of the text that I put onto the video is backwards. So I'm actually going to redo my heart video, but I'm going to be making some hearts today, and I'm going to be putting them onto these mud cozies and mason jar cozies. Oh, I've never used Temu. That's interesting. Now let's see what I've got. Got so many comments here. Hi there, Rochelle. All the old favorites are back. Yeah. Yeah, so I need to redo it. Yes. So since the early days of my YouTube, I learned, and I also used to make nice little intros with, you know, the name of the project, but of course then when I flip it to right-handed, it's useless. So I just do them left-handed and flip them to right-handed and don't put any text on my videos. Yeah. Because there's much more demand for right-handed tutorials. So I think those are all. Oh, and then the other thing I had, if you came later to the video, these are flared leg warmers. They start below the knee and they flare out. So this one starts out with the front post double crochet, back post double crochet ribbing, then a couple of rows of each color, and of course starting the increases. But then I thought I would like to put this nice little, these are 2 double crochet clusters and then a row of double crochet, then 2 double crochet clusters, just to add a little bit of interest, and then back into the 2 rows until we get to the bottom. Now, do you think I should put a scallop bottom on it, or should I leave it straight just for really basic beginners? Or should I just make the scallop trim at the bottom optional? The other thing I want to do is I want to use these little hearts. I want to make a drawstring tie that goes through here so that you can tighten them so they don't fall down, and then put these little hearts on the end of each of the drawstrings. So I think that would look kind of cute too, to have dangly hearts on there. Yes. So yeah, I've written the pattern up for this. I sat up last night working on the pattern, and yeah, I wanted to do this pink and white for Valentine's, but I think I'll make other versions with my kind of happy hippie look to them. I've never used Temu, Becca, but an Amazon I can use, but it takes me ages to get it because it goes as far as Richmond, and then it has to go Canada Post because it's going on the ferry over to an island where I live. And the glory thing is that while I'm over on the mainland dog sitting, I can order things and they come the next day. It's absolutely incredible. Leave the scallops as an option, right? Yes. Yes, I think that's a good idea too, making the heart more of a focal point. Also, a lot of my patterns, I do deliberately make them beginner friendly. So you could also have the option of not doing this fancy bit in the middle and just going 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows. Thanks. Okay, I think my son-in-law uses Temu, but I've never been there. I just find I get spammed by Temu on social media all the time, and I get annoyed with them. So anyway, I'm going to try and find my heart pattern, and I'm going to get on with some crocheting. You're in the Yukon, yes. You know all about not being in the main rural people who don't have all the mod cons, right? But yeah, at least we get them through the mail and I can just go pick them up from the post office. Nice to meet somebody from the Yukon. I've always wanted to go to the Yukon. Ah, can you? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Interesting. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to start with a magic circle. I'm going to make a white heart for this hot pink cup cozy. Oh dear. There go the dogs. You know what? They've been quiet all morning. I swear they bark because they know I'm talking to people and it's not them. I don't know what I did with the end of my yarn here. There. Gotta love yarn. I know I had some coming out of this end. I think I cut it off. Oh well. I'll just work with what I have here. Yes, I've always dreamed of getting in the car and driving up to the Yukon. The furthest I've driven up country from the mainland of BC, the furthest I've driven is at Dawson Creek. Yeah, they let you know they're here, that's for sure. So I start with a magic circle. And we only drove up to Dawson Creek, and it took us it took us 2 days because I'm chaining 3, because it's so far. I think we went as far as either Williams Lake or Prince George the first day, and then we drove up to Dawson Creek. But oh my goodness, what an absolutely stunning drive. The mountains, and it's just the scenery is absolutely beautiful. And I would like to then kind of I know that's only, Prince George is halfway up BC, so it's going to be a long drive. I think I'd go for 2 weeks and then drive up to the Yukon, and maybe that would be something I can do next summer. So that would be really amazing. So I've chained 3. Now I have to do 3 half double crochets into the magic circle. 1, 2, 3. I have to look at the pattern. Once I've done a few of them, I can remember what to do. And then I do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 double crochets. And then we chain 1 and slip stitch into the circle. So we chain 1 and slip stitch into the circle, and then we chain 1, and then we do 3 double crochets. We're kind of working backwards now. 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and then 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3 half double crochets, and then we join to the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch. So we'll go to this chain 3, 1, 2, 3, join to the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch. And then we are going to pull our magic circle shut. Yeah, I'm making a heart. Yeah, I'm on one of the little islands. If you ever come down, hi there, Zildar. Zildar, nice to meet you. Luckily, the puppies are outside barking, so I don't need to worry about them. They have a huge fenced backyard. So if ever you're coming down to the island, let me know, and you can come and visit me on my little island. I'm in one of the Southern Gulf Islands. So you can just catch a ferry to where I am. Come and visit. Okay, so pull this magic circle a little bit tighter. Yes, Becca, I'm making the heart. Hi there, Megan. Nice to meet you. Thanks for saying hi. Okay, so this is the part that is the second round. And we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to do a half double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to do 3 double crochet, oh no, 1 double crochet into the next stitch. This is why I have to look at my pattern. And then 3 double crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 double crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, and then we chain 2, and then we slip stitch into the previous slip stitch, and then chain 2, and then we do 2 double crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3 double crochet into the next stitch. And then 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then half double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then we join to the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch, and then we can cut it off. I'm sort of working to the side. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, like, I don't even know if you could see what I was doing there. I was so embraced in what I was doing. Yes, Quadra is a beautiful island, but it's up further north than where I am. The Southern Gulf Islands are made out of Galliano, Main Island, Pender Island, and Salt Spring Island, and Saturna. Those are the Southern Gulf Islands. Bye, Rochelle. Oh, who's going? Oh, Florence is going. Thank you so much for being here, Florence. It was nice. You're always first on. Yeah. Hello, Revenant. Nice to see you. Oh, thanks, everybody. Don't forget to like the stream, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I'm sorry if I was working off to the side there. Next time I'll be a bit better because I've kind of made one and I can do it. But anyway, I'm going to sew this one onto my mug cozy here, and then I'll have a completed mug cozy that I can show you. I have to find myself one of my needles. I can actually sew, I've got 2 white hearts now, so I can actually sew one on my mug cozy. I guess I should weave in my ends. So say yes, so thank you, Revenant. Like. That's always good for me. And also, I've got 11 likes, so that's really nice. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm really working very hard to try and grow my YouTube channel this year. And I'm being very consistent and very good on posting shorts and new tutorials. I've got my hooded pocket shawl tutorial will be coming out in the next couple of days, depending on how long it takes me to film the construction and get it edited. It will be probably a bit of a longer video, but I ordered, I am actually going to make a new right-handed tutorial for the hearts, because the one that's up has the backwards writing in it, because I made it left-handed and then flipped it and didn't realize it would make all my writing backwards. So I want to make a new heart tutorial. This mud cozy tutorial is in left and right-handed versions up on my channel right now, if you're interested in that. And but I did order some pom-pom makers. Now I always use a specific kind of pom-pom maker, but I know lots of other people use the clover pom-pom maker. So what I did last night was I ordered a couple, both different types of pom-pom makers, because I've left my pom-pom makers at home. And I'm going to maybe show you in the live, but I'm also going to make a tutorial on how to make pom-poms, because I've got a lot of hats that I make homemade pom-poms on, and people are asking me, how do you make pom-poms? So I thought if I make a dedicated video on making pom-poms, and I can show you using both of the different pom-pom makers. But this is the bit that goes between the handle of your cup like this. And then this bit goes round, and you have a button on here, and you can button it up, and that's your mug cozy, and it fits all sizes. So I'm going to take, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my heart not be at the front like in the middle, but be at the side like this. Okay, so that's kind of the plan. So the place that it needs to be for that to happen is 2 rows over, and then, yeah, that's a pretty good place. And then smack bang in the middle. Okay. Hi there. Well, it's only 2 rounds, right? It's really fast, but this is a little one. And I was going to, I know I've spoken in, I think, the mason jar tutorial, that I was going to share a video about my chunky, super bulky hearts, and I never did that. You see, you have the best plans, and then it never happens. So when I get home, maybe I'll get a chance to do that. But anyway, yeah, so my plan is to do the pom-pom video. And then I thought if I get a chance, I might do a front post only, back post only tutorial, just specifically to teach how to do those 2 stitches, so you can make this nice ribbing. I'd always explain it in the patterns, like in my fisherman hat pattern, it ends with that ribbing. And in my slouchy beanie tutorial, I show you how to do it. No, I don't, because I don't have it on the edge of that one. I just have a plain one. But anyway, I do tend to explain it in my tutorials. Now, what I should have done probably was leave that with a longer strand. So I'm going to do this one. I'm not at home. I'm over on the mainland in a town called Mission. And I'm dog sitting for some friends who are off on holiday. And I have someone looking after my cats. Well, they're not my cats, they're my daughter's cats, but they feel like my cats. So someone's looking after my cats while I look after someone's dogs. Did I miss anybody else? Melissa, hi Melissa. Yeah, I said hi to Manju, Rochelle. Lizzie's new. Hi there, Lizzie. And then Melissa. Yeah, so I am looking after these dogs who always decide to bark whenever I go live. Literally all day they haven't been barking. I think I just did this, but I'll go again. There we go. And my tummy's rumbling. Okay, so I can... Oh, no kidding. In Mission, British Columbia? Wow. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, my daughter's lived here quite a while. So I'm going to go up 2 rows, I think I said. So I'm going to sew my, I like to do it so that the chains, you can see them are like that at the top, because then I stitch into those little V's. Hi there, Sherry from the UK. Ah, hi there, Manoli from Spain. Thank you so much. It is a small world, you know. It's surprising. It's absolutely incredible. Especially when you start talking to people. You might not realize it until you get talking to people, right? So you have to... So I'm going to sew these on. Sew this heart on. I made the actual cozy itself while I was on the ferry coming over. So they've just been waiting for their little heart. Hi there, Hajna. Where are you from? So nice to see everyone here. We've got quite a lot of people. And thank you for all the likes. Thank you very much, Manoli. I don't know what I should call you. I apologize if it's the wrong name. I'm just so happy to have so many people here. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, because as I said, I'm trying to grow it. And everyone who supports me, it really helps me out to grow my channel and hopefully attract more views and get more people in the community. I was lying in bed last night and thinking of some ideas, and I had an idea. This is a silly idea, but I'll share it with you anyway. I was thinking, you know how you get on all of social media, if I don't know if you go on any other, but here on YouTube, it's here all the time. You see these people who have breaking news, you know, breaking news. And I thought, because I actually did go, and what's her name? Who shared the cat, who was talking about the catacorn. It was like a cat with a unicorn cat. And I said, would you be able to show it in the community page on the YouTube channel here? And I went yesterday, and if you go on my homepage of my YouTube channel, at the top there in the menu, it has videos, shorts, community. And if you click on the community tab, you'll see her pictures of these cute little cat unicorns, right? And I thought, oh, I'm not gonna have enough yarn to get around here. So people you can go on there then, and you can share any of your projects with all of our community, which is awesome, right? You could do that. Instead of having to join the Caraway Crochet group on Facebook, you could just go and share your pictures there. And if you want to see what other people are up to in our little community here, you could go to the community page and see what they are sharing, and you could comment on their posts, and we could get some interaction happening over there. So that was exciting. So I thought I could start seeing what you guys are making and sharing what you guys are making, right? So I thought what I could do is I could have breaking news and make it all crochet breaking news. So-and-so has just made a cat unicorn, and share a picture of it on my breaking news crochet world. And it would just be so much more fun than all the other breaking news. but I don't know if I could do that. My daughter just shared a reel on Facebook, so I'll have to go check out what she's talking about. But yeah, I don't think I have enough consistency to be doing breaking news. I might do it for 3 days and then think, oh, I can't be bothered to do this anymore. But yeah, I thought it would be kind of fun. And also just to share other channels of what they're up to, you know, what projects they're working on, what tutorials they've been creating and sharing, and sort of maybe mutually support one another, which would be kind of nice. Yeah, I keep thinking of new ideas to do all the time. I'm gonna just tuck that end in there. We don't need to see you. There we go. Uh-oh. They've gone out to play. Okay, so back at the pointy part of my heart. I'll go into the back, finish it off. Thank you. Yes, I know all the teenagers will love the little cat unicorns. There's some other things, not just cats. There were other things that they'd made into unicorns as well. It's quite cute. I just was happy to know that you can share. So if you make anything from any of my tutorials, say you make a skinny scarf or one of my short beanies or something like that, and you want to share it, you could go to the community page and share what you made. And then that would be really nice for me to be able to see what you've made with my tutorial. I just started the live, 37 minutes ago. I didn't realize it was such a long time ago. I didn't notify, I just did it. It's because I've had a really busy morning filming the tutorial for the hooded pocket shawl. And then I got sidetracked trying to see if I could reverse the left-handed version of the heart tutorial, but then I noticed there was text in there that was getting flipped over and it was illegible. So I wasted time doing that. And so now I'm here. And I think the problem is that that there's a big black dog that lives next door, and he's come up onto the deck, and Toby doesn't like it. So there. That's the heart sewn on. I didn't pin it on or anything. I just worked like from the live situation here. But I just wanted to share it. It's a little bit wonky, but it kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. Yeah, so that's kind of cute. And then I think I'll sew the other one onto this mason jar cozy. I'm making this is a mug cozy. I actually crocheted, I apologize for the dogs. They're just being dogs. But this one has a loop and it needs a button on it. I don't have a button right now. I'm not at home. So, but what I've done is I'm just trying to show people how you can make these little hearts, and you can make anything really Valentines, because you can put it on anything. So here's I do have the mug cozy and the mason jar cozy with the heart tutorials in them on my channel here. So if you want to follow the tutorial, but yeah, let's see. Hi, yeah, Becca says hi. Yeah, exactly. They want you to know it's not only that, it's like a toddler. When I'm sitting here, like, she doesn't know I'm talking to a camera with other people on the other side. She just thinks I'm sitting here talking, and she doesn't understand why I would be doing that unless I'm talking to her, right? And So it must be confusing for them when you're, it's like, I guess it's like when you do talk on the phone, it's pretty much the same, right? So anyway, she has been in past lives. I'm just not putting her on my lap right now. There's too many bits and pieces around me right now. So anyway, this is my mason jar cozy, and I was telling people earlier, you know, you put these on like the smaller glass mason jars, and they're really nice because it's not too long, so it gives you your lip room if you want to drink out of it, but it keeps warm beverages warm or cold beverages cold. Plus it catches a condensation if you've got a nice drink in there. But you can also use them for putting your crochet hooks in, or pencils and pens, anything like that. Or sometimes if you've got a mason jar inside there, you could put a tea light in there and it would shine through all of the little holes that are on your mason jar cozy. Yes, Catherine. Nice to meet you, Catherine. We've got lots of people here, so thank you for the likes. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new, and click on the bell so you do get a notification of when I do go live. And I will try and remember to put the announcement into my community like I'm supposed to. Okay, so now I'm going to use this yarn with this little heart, and I'm going to put this on the mason jar cozy. The little dachshund has given up now, and she's lying on the carpet. She's going to sleep until something happens. So I'm just sewing in the end at the back. And then I will be sewing this little heart onto the mason jar. It's okay, Toby. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Good boy. I think that the big black dog from next door must be trying to be on the deck, and Toby's trying to get rid of him. He's saying, "You do not belong on the deck." Also, he'll come in and eat their food, right? So he's a family dog. It's extended family, right? So now I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to not put it on the single crochet row. I'm going to go down to the bottom of the first double crochet row, and I'm going to center it there. I've got the seam at the back. Always be conscious that you get these seams whenever you work in the round. So you don't want it pride of place at the front, right? You just want it in the back. And he chased Slate away. Slate's up on the hill now. So here we go. Hopefully I keep this one a little bit straighter. I know what I should do. I should get one of my needles and pin it like I show you to do in the videos. Yes, so I'm gonna pin it. There. There. So I've just pinned it so it won't move, hopefully. Yes, I'm working on this mason jar cozy that I made. I am putting a heart on it to make it into a Valentine's gift idea. Or just for yourself. It doesn't even have to be for Valentine's Day, because hearts are not just for Valentine's Day. They're all year round. And I was telling Florence earlier, you know, I have roundups of different patterns for Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day on my blog hop. So if you go on my blog post, so if you go to my carawaycrochet.com and in the search engine you put Galentines, then there will be a roundup of patterns that I shared either last year or the year before, with like 12 or 15 or 23, I don't know, Galentines or Palentines patterns that you can find free on the designers' blogs. They're not free on my blog. They're designed by other people. So there's lots of choices. I have one with 23 home decor Valentine Day ideas. So you just go to carawaycrochet.com, and then in the search box, there's a little box on the right hand side. Click, enter Valentines or Palantines, whatever you want, and click search, and it will bring up all of my roundups for Valentines or Palantines, or any ideas that I have that are Valentine's oriented. Actually, I think on my YouTube channel here, I did share a video of the 23 home decor Valentine's Day patterns, and I had a link to my blog hop in the description below. So here we go. Thank you for being here, everybody. It's so nice to have everybody to chat to. Yes. Oh, Becca, what's she making? Did you should show her the unicorn cat. You guys. I think I'm gonna have to go and sort them out. Yeah, I gotta go sort them out. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. Go away, Jay. Go away. Go. Right, sorry about that. I had to go sort that out. Oh, I don't know. He's not gone yet. Oh, he's going to go away, I think. I had to shut the door because the big dog next door comes, and Toby gets upset because he doesn't want him to be on the deck. So maybe they'll get over it. Let's center this again. Oh, she's making a star plushie. Oh my goodness. That's fun. I've never made a star. I've made a star wall hanging for Christmas. Star of Wonder wall hanging. And that's made out of like the chenille yarn that you use for plushies, but it's an actual just a star wall hanging with a tassel on the bottom. Hi Kenzie, and welcome to the to the live. See, it's still not going to be straight. Oh, I have to fix this. I'm making a cup. This is a mason jar cozy that I'd already made, and what I'm doing now is I'm sewing a little heart onto it, and I'm just trying to make sure that it's centered. That's it. And I made a mud cozy here. I haven't got the button on it yet, but this is the mud cozy that I put the heart on. So there's a button supposed to go on this side, and the loop buttons up. I'm just doing different Valentine projects ideas. Hi there, Shatika. Beautiful name. Thank you for your blessings. And happy crochet to you. I will show you some of the other stuff that I shared earlier to the people that just joined. But I'm just going to finish sewing on this heart. And then I will share with you. I've got some flared leggings that I'm starting. Thank you, Kenzie. And I've also got a tea cozy and a French press cozy to share with you. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a tutorial for the leggings, but I want to get my hooded pocket shawl up before then. Yeah, I'm nearly done. I'm nearly around the bot to the end. Yeah, it's nice the dogs, it's just nice. I should have got up sooner and sorted the dogs out. Anyway, I don't like to walk away from the camera when I'm doing a live. It seems a bit rude. And then when I finish these, I can use these in my little short reels that I make to share with people. You'll probably see them coming up in the next couple of days. Me doing a little dance with my cozies and my, there. And I will weave in my last white strand. Here we go. Mason jars are so popular because they're so versatile, right? You can use them for drinking out. You can make salads and keep them in there. You can, you know, and with the lids on, you can use them for iced coffee. You can drink anything out of them, or you can use them to store your crochet hooks or your pencils. So anyway, that's the little heart. I made it kind of rounded. And then the heart on this one, that's a little skew whiff because I didn't pin it before I did it. It'll just be a wonky heart. Maybe I should do another heart that's kind of even more tilted beside it, and it can just be the lopsided heart. Mug cozy. Thank you. Yeah, and so then the other thing is that I've made this beautiful tea cozy that has this really nice flowery thing on the top, which is just made out of chains. And then the back loop only stitch to make it ribbed like that. And then the spout and then the handle come out like this. So I have got reels on here that show this on teapots. So this is not a tutorial. It's a free pattern on my blog. So if you go to my blog and in the search box you put Marion Bright Tea Cozy, you'll learn how to make this one. I have like a rustic tea cozy and I have a cozy chic tea cozy, and they're all on my blog for free. And then this is my latest project. Oh yeah, I did. This is a tutorial on my channel here. This is a moss stitch mug rug that you can put your mug on, like a coaster idea. And there is a tutorial for this on my YouTube channel. And then this is a French press cozy, or some people call it a cafetiere. And I made this last year, I think, for Valentine's Day. And I never did get my buttons sewn on. And my friend doesn't have a cafetiere, so I can't actually take pictures of it anyway here. But I am going to be home next week. So I'll sew on my buttons, and I'll show you guys when this is actually on a French press so you can see it. But the French press cozy is a free pattern. I actually have one up in 3 different sizes as well on my blog. So that's what I'm sort of showing people today. And then my flared leg warmers. And I'm really happy with these. And I've got the pattern written up, and I should be getting, as soon as I've got my hooded pocket shawl tutorial up, I'm going to make a tutorial for these. I think they're really fun. And I might actually make lots of different kind of flared leg warmers, just because I've got so many ideas for how to make them look special and different, right, and unique. Yeah, so they start with the front post only, back post only ribbing, and then regular double crochets, and just some 2 double crochet clusters in there, just to make it a little bit special. And thank you for being here, everybody. I think I might start another cup cozy, but this time a red one, because cup cozies are quite easy to make. Yes, it's nice because, oh, sorry, you make the coffee, right? And it just sits in this glass thing, and it gets cold while you're waiting to have your second second one. Yeah, so I do have, yeah, 2, it might be even 3 French press cozy patterns on my blog. But like I say, when you go to carawaycrochet.com, don't just look at the pictures on the first page, because it doesn't have half of my, not even, yeah, any of my patterns. You need to look on the right-hand side. On any of my blog posts even, there's a search bar. And then just type in French press cozy. And on the beside it, you will see 2 or 3 different French press cozy patterns. Yeah, so I'm gonna get my computer open so I remember how many I have to chain. And I'm gonna make a red one. I got some red here. Thank you. You put hearts on anything, right? That's why I wanted to talk about the hearts, the crochet hearts, which it shows you how to make them on my mug rug, on my mug cozy, sorry, tutorial, and on the mason jar cozy tutorial. Thank you, Rochelle. Hi, Dawn. You just finished PT today. That's good news, I guess. Is that physical therapy, physiotherapy? So for the actual mug rug, mug cozy, I need to do, oh, I called it a cup cozy. Here we go. It's really easy. This mug, it's literally, you need to know double crochet and single crochet. And you chain 11. Yes, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to do a slip knot. And I'm going to chain 11. Hope you're feeling better. Me too, Rochelle. Thanks for all the likes. We're up to 24. So that's 11. And now I am going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook and single crochet along. Okay. Okay, so that's 10. Then you're going to chain 2 and turn, and we're going to double crochet into each of the next stitches. And you're just going to double crochet into each, the first stitch and every stitch across for 16 rows. So that's pretty easy, right? And then for the 17th row, it's single crochet. Hi, Miriam. Miriam. Oh, that's great. Oh no, you need to get your yarn there. But Rochelle, what are you in for? What happened? We need to know these things. That's what we're here for. Yes. Are you allowed to crochet? Is it something that's going to stop you from crocheting? You need to get that brought into you. And if you don't want to share for privacy reasons, don't feel you have to share. But our hearts are with you in hospital. Hi there, Gallardo. That looks like a familiar name. I think you've commented on some of my reels. Sending love to Rochelle, yes. How are you? So I'm just crocheting, and if you want to learn how to crochet, I have lots of tutorials on my channel here. Go to episode 1 and it will show you how to crochet. But this is going to be one of these. It's going to be a cup cozy or a mug cozy. And I put a heart on this one, but it wraps around the mug. This goes between the handle, and it does up with a button on the other side. Hydrophoresis. Oh, kidney pain. Oh, pain. That's really painful. So I've heard. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm sure they'll bring it in. You're welcome, Gallardo. Don't worry. You're welcome to ask any questions you want. So I am making these mug cozies or cup cozies on a Valentine theme. You don't have to put a heart on them, but I do have a tutorial on this channel that shows you exactly how to make these. So just look for it's just called the mug cozy or a heart mug cozy or a Valentine's mug cozy. I don't know what I called it, but if you look at the pictures, you'll see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 2, turn your work and do another 10 double crochet. That's great, Rochelle. Good to hear that. And I just want the pain to be gone. Hopefully you don't need a operation. My friend just had to have an operation, have her gallbladder out. Why do I like to do this? Just because it keeps me busy when I'm living at home. And people want to know how to do it, so I teach them how to do it. And that makes me very happy to be able to pass on information and help people be successful at making things they want to make. If you don't want to crochet, that's totally fine. You're not obligated to crochet, but if you're out there wishing you could crochet, I have lots of easy beginner-friendly tutorials that will show you how to crochet. So that's what it's all about. Taking risks, learning how to do new things, and feeling happy. That's what we need right now. And I like to keep counting every row. I know I don't know anything about a rabbit. Gallbladder pain, yes, she said it was terrible. And thank you for saying hi, Gallardo. So nice that you're here. Crochet is my therapy too, Dawn. And cozies are very fun to create, and they're easy and kind of immediate gratification, right? Not everybody likes to do the same things, right? So the crocheters, we like to crochet. Other people think, oh, that looks boring. I don't want to do that. Well, nobody's making you do it. Honestly, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Plus, we have each other to talk to here, which is even better. That's right. Rochelle would be stuck all by herself with nothing to do in the hospital, but now she can look at and chat with us. Are there any other crocheters on here that haven't said hi? Anybody who'd like to share what you're up to, what you're crocheting? And I don't know if you missed it, but I did say earlier that if you go to the menu at the top of my channel where it says videos, shorts, there's this tab that says community. And if you click on there, you can actually post your current works in progress or what you've made. And you can post ideas that you'd like other people to see and maybe have a try at. You can comment on people's posts. You can comment on my posts. It's just kind of a neat way that we can communicate that I've never really used before. So yeah, if you want to go check that out and maybe post some of your crochet projects. I know lots of you were finishing off blankets. Different people were working. Somebody else was working on a shawl, I think. It's hard for me to remember everybody's projects. And if you were here when I was working on my hooded pocket shawl and you missed it earlier, I announced that I've actually finished the pockets. So here's what the pockets are going to look like on the pocket shawl. So tomorrow my plan is to put them together. I think it's this way. See, there's even a granny stripe row in there towards the top. Yeah, so that's going to be a big day. I have to find a way of filming from high up so I can actually get the whole oh, you're working on mosaic crochet in the round? Juniper and oaks? Oh yeah, Erin does some amazing blankets. Oh my gosh. And she puts together the ones where everybody designs a little section. I would love to try that, but I'm really scared to try that because it's going to distract me from what I'm doing now, and I really want to keep my focus right now. I don't want to diversify any more than I already am. I've already got like all the social media, the YouTube, the blog, and my Etsy shop, and Ravelry, uploading things there, and writing up the patterns. But Erin has awesome mosaic crochet ideas. I loved the Christmas one that she did, the Christmas blanket. Which blanket are you making? So the mosaic blanket that you're making, who is making that? Let me see. Dawn. Which blanket, what pattern is it? Is it like a theme? I know a lot of hers are themed. So this is what it's looking like so far. It's just double crochet rows. This is a bit thicker yarn than this one. I like the way this one looks better. It's a thicker yarn. They're both 4-weight, but you know how it is. They vary, don't they? They're not all the same. "12-inch blocks, wow. That's going to take you a while. What colors are you using in yours? You've got a color palette that you're using? Just keep checking. I've got 10. Yeah. Okay. Great idea. I've been wanting to share stash busting patterns. I just haven't had the time to be able to do a post on it. I think it's amazing. I've managed to write up the pattern for the fingerless gloves that I just did, but I haven't posted it yet. And I've written up the pattern for these leggings. Not leggings, leg warmers. My flared leg warmers. Yay, I can't wait to make those. Make the other one. Yeah, always contrasting colors are always interesting to work with. My gosh, it's 3 o'clock. I've been on here for just over an hour. I think I'll stop when I finish this this cozy. Did I say 15 rows? No, 16 rows, and then 17 is a single crochet. Thank you, Dawn. Had you not seen them? Did I not, were you not here when I showed them before? These are my Valentines flared leg warmers. I've been wanting to try these for a while. I've actually got a pattern of flared pants written up, but I need to put it in all the different sizes. I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day, but they're sure cute. The person I made them for loves them, but I have to do all the different sizing. And it's such a huge job when you could be crocheting to be figuring out all those numbers. Hi there, Christy. So when I got to 16 rows, then I do 1 row of single crochet. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need 6 more rows of double crochet. Yes, flared pants again. Yeah. So if you live long enough, you see the same styles come around again. Oh, that's good. You're making leggings. Wow. Whose pattern are you using for the leggings? Thanks for joining us, Christy. It's always nice to have you here. As I don't know if you were here when I was talking about, oh, it's your pattern. Good for you. That's the best kind. And you don't have to write it up for anybody. Nobody's saying, pattern, please, right? I did too. I'm actually 75, so I beat you, right? And it was bell bottoms. I was living in England. I moved to England when I was 17, so 1967. And I was there when all the wide bell-bottom pants came out and when all the hot pants came out and mini skirts, the knee-length boots. We even had, like, our coats were even short with great big lapels on them. And I used to sew a lot of my own clothes. And then the high-waisted pants with the turn-ups on the bottom, like the wide leg pants with turn-ups on the bottom, they were popular too. Not in your world, right? Yeah, hip huggers, yeah. And then the other thing that was popular too, in England anyway, I don't know if it ever was out here, was what they called knickerbockers, which were like, they were pants that they gathered in and had a band just under your leg, and then you wore knee-high boots with them. They were popular in England. I know I moved back to Canada for a while in 73, 74. And it was all that those checkered pants with the turn-ups. Big tartan checks. I don't really remember that one. Probably because I wasn't in Canada, right? I missed a lot of stuff that was going on over here. Oh my God, yes, platform shoes. Oh, I had a pair of boots that had the big platforms and a big heel. They were the most beautiful boots, and I lost one of them. I don't know what happened to the one of them. They were like a deep purple burgundy, and they had a kind of a gloss on them. And then they had big platforms, literally. And I was tall at the time, 5'10.5". And these had a big heel, and that's the only platform thing I ever had, was that one pair of boots. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. We're all the old ladies sitting around crocheting, having a chit chat. Yeah, that's good for you. I know there was a band in England called Slade that used to wear them, and that guy, I think he really did his ankle in with those. And they had the hair with the curved fringe and long straight hair. All the glam rock was out in those days. I had a crushed velvet pair of flared pants that I bought in 1968, I think. Beautiful burgundy crushed velvet. No, I lost it in the moves. I've moved back and forth from England to Canada and Canada to England and England to Canada so many times it got lost in one of the moves, I'm sure. No, it got lost in the move. I don't know. I've moved so many times. Yeah, those were the days. Oh, they were beautiful, Rochelle. What happened was I moved to England at 17, and then I went to college at 18 in a town called Scarborough, right on the East Coast, right on the water. It was a very small college, and I was in English. I was studying English, and part of what we did was we went on a college trip to Stratford-on-Avon. Imagine me, I was from like small town Canada, Maple Ridge. It was Haney back in the day, and I was just turned 18, and I went to Stratford-on-Avon, where William Shakespeare was from. And we went to the Stratford Festival, and we went and saw a lot of Stratford plays. Actually saw Judi Dench when she was like early 20s in one of the plays. I mean, it's incredible when I think about it, right? And my friend, that I shared my room with in my dorm, her family were in Birmingham, so that's quite a big city. I'm not a city person, right? And I grew up in a small town, went to a college in a small town. It's okay, Goldie. And then she said, why don't we go over to Birmingham and we can go clothes shopping for the day, and then we'll get back in time for the evening performance at the theater, right? So we went to Stratford, to Birmingham, and I got the crushed velvet flares, bell-bottom pants, and I got one of those, those big romantic, like the pirates wear and the romantic poets, the big poofy sleeve white shirts with the frill thing or all at the bottom that I wore with these incredible things to the theater that night. So I felt kind of amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it was incredible because when we were in our hotel in Stratford-on-Avon, we were in a four-poster bed that was really short because people back in the time of Shakespeare, they're all really short, right? I was this 5'10.5" Canadian kid, and it was this short bed that, it had on the end of the bed that one of the kings had slept in it. I have no idea if it's true or not, but I was a little bit culture shocked. I mean, I have to say, I had only been in England a year, and I was kind of in culture shock to be in this old period hotel with all these ancient furniture and going to see Shakespearean plays in a theater at the Stratford Festival. Yeah. Yeah, they sure did. Yeah. But they started out in suits, right? They were mods. They wore those suits with that didn't even have lapels, that kind of curved round, a bit like the Indian style. And then they got more hippified as time went on, as it got towards the 70s. I've probably done too many rows now because I've got talking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It sure is. Yeah, exactly. I actually saw somebody saying that's the saddest thing. The cursive writing thing is really sad. I was a teacher, right? And I only taught early years most of my life, but towards the end, before I retired, I actually did teach music to grades kindergarten up to grade 7. And we used to do some writing with the grade 7s. Just let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I gotta stop. And we do listening logs where they'd listen to different music, and I wanted them to talk about the dynamics and the melody and what instruments they could hear and all that. And I wanted them to write it out as like a listening log with writing, and they all protested. This was just around before 2000, right? Around that time. And I went to their teacher, the grade 6 and 7 teacher, and I said, why? These kids really don't want to do writing. And they say it's too hard to do the cursive writing. And why do I make them do the cursive writing? And I said, but the more they do it, the easier it's going to get for them, right? And he just said, well, why would they even need to learn it? Because they don't even do it now. They just use it all on the computer, which is true. They do, right, everything that they do on the computer. But the really sad thing is then they can't sign their name. They don't have a signature. And so now we've got these, like my grandchildren are 19 and 18, and they don't really have a signature. And how sad is that when you go to actually sign, if you're buying a house or something, and you have to print your name? It's like X marks the spot. Like, are we going to go back to that? Right? But crochet definitely is really popular right now. Exactly, yeah. So it'll all work itself out. I believe it'll all work itself out. So I try not to worry about it. But for me, I've started singing again, and I'm writing out some of the songs that I want to sing off the computer, because I don't want to keep having to scroll on my screen on my computer for the lyrics. And I was writing it out on a piece of paper, and it made me realize actually how little I actually write anymore, like to actually be writing out all these lyrics for the song. And yet we used to write all the time, right? Crochet apparently is going to be like the big thing on all the fashion runways and that this year. I know that a few people had been featuring it, right? But I think according to somebody who shared some trends the other day, I was watching her video, crochet is going to become really a big thing, fashion crochet. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so we've got the first row is single crochet, then 2 is double crochet. So we actually only have to go up to row 17, no, 16. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then this last one should be single crochet. I was talking too much. So this one's a single crochet row. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And now row 17 is single crochet. Oh, playing the piano is beautiful. Yeah, I used to play the piano when I was a kid. I played the piano until I was, I think 16, 15, 16. And then I argued with my dad because I didn't want to, I was going to half an hour piano lesson and half an hour theory. And I didn't want to practice an hour every day because I was on the basketball team. And my friend didn't have to practice an hour every day. So why did I have to practice an hour a day? And so we had a big head-on over it, and I ended up quitting. So that's 17. And and then my poor mom and dad, I didn't realize they'd been renting this piano for me to learn, and they got rid of the piano and bought a carpet. And then I felt really guilty because I thought, you ungrateful person, you know, because they were paying for like half-hour piano lesson and a half-hour theory because I was up in like grade 8. And then I got on my high horse because I wanted to be in the basketball team and not have to practice. And broke my dad's heart. Yeah. So now I'm chaining 10. This is going to be the loop, right? And then I skip 3 stitches and a single crochet into the 4th. 1, 2, 3. I'm following my own pattern here. And then a single crochet into the 3 stitches. 1, 2. So then when I went to college in England, that's when I bought my guitar. And now turn, and we're going to single crochet into 3 stitches and then across the chain. No, you know, it's just, when you're a kid, you just don't realize what your parents are sacrificing, especially back in those days, because they just didn't let us know they were so proud. And they didn't want us to know the reality of the situation. So now I'm single crocheting across the chain that is the loop. And then when I was at college, I learned guitar, so I just taught myself guitar, and everybody at that time was singing folk songs, and I used to go to the folk clubs and stuff like that. So it's only recently that I've actually started playing again, and I'm really having fun, and I just play for myself at home. I'm trying to do things that aren't just crochet related. Try and broaden my life a little bit, right? So now that's it. That's our little loopy. I'm going to cut that off. And I have made a cup cozy, a mug. There we go. And then we can make another, I could make a soft pink, or I could make a white heart and attach it, or I could make, yeah, whatever I wanted to, or just leave it plain. Yeah, it's nice that you can play at your church. That's beautiful. Thanks, Rochelle. No, I'm not a puzzle person. I used to be when I was younger. I haven't got the patience for it. I have a sister who loves puzzles, and I have 2 daughters that love puzzles. I think there's brain types in our family, and I'm not a puzzle person. One of my I have 3 daughters and a son, right? And one of my daughters that isn't particularly into puzzles either says, we're just instant gratification people, Mom. We just want it to happen way faster than it does. So you have to be really patient to do puzzles. But I'll work on them when everybody else is working on them, and it's fun. But I have not got the stick-to-itiveness to complete a full puzzle. I mean, my sister makes them with thousands of pieces. So anyway, we've been on here an hour and a half, so I should probably go. That I hope Dawn is getting better, and you have positive results. Let us know. Keep us in the loop. And sending healing your way. Thank you. It's just 3:30 here. You put a 1,000-piece puzzle together, and now you're doing another one. You're like my sister. Yeah, and my daughter, actually. My daughter likes to do that. Yes, take care of yourself, Dawn and Rochelle. And is it Dawn? Who is the other one? Yeah, Rochelle. And I'll see you again soon. It could be tomorrow even, depending on how things go. I'm dedicating tomorrow with sewing my hood on, my pocket shawl, and putting my pockets on. No, I don't think there is an ant on my shoulder. Oh, there is. Ah! I don't know where it went. Oh, that's weird. Okay, maybe spring is coming. Who knows? Thank you so much for letting me know that. Good eyes, Becca. It's gone somewhere. I don't know where it's gone. But I'm going to be going out now. I'm going to get a birthday card for my son. He's 40 on the 12th. So I have to get him a birthday card mailed off and get a few groceries. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here, everybody. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I know it's boring. And thanks for all the likes. And actually my phone is on, mine is on the red. So I better go. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon.